Hey Bears fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. The latest rumblings from the NFL world have sent shockwaves through Chicago as DeAndre's Swift comments have emerged, and fans are now left questioning the future of one of their most dynamic players. Swift, without holding back, reportedly stated that if Khalil Mack returns to the Bears, he will consider leaving the team. Now, on the surface, this may sound like a bold personality clash, but when you dig deeper, it could be emblematic of a larger strategic disagreement within the Bears locker room. The speculation is already heating up, with analysts pointing to possible differences in defensive schemes, player usage, and locker room culture that could make or break the cohesion of the team. Swift's decision, if serious, would not just be about personal preference. It could reshape the team's offensive identity and force the Bears' front office to reconsider priorities in the upcoming offseason. While some fans dismiss this as a media exaggeration, insiders hint that the tension is more than just surface-level drama. The NFL has always been a league where personalities collide, and when two-star players like Swift and Mack have overlapping influence, rumors like this can quickly become pivotal talking points that dominate headlines for weeks. The implications of Swift's statement reach far beyond the Bears' locker room. If he were to leave, the team would be forced to find a replacement capable of matching his explosiveness in the backfield, a task that is easier said than done. Scouts and analysts are already theorizing which teams might be interested in acquiring Swift should he decide to jump ship, with names of several NFC contenders surfacing in conversations around league circles. There's also the salary cap dimension, as any trade or contract renegotiation would need careful financial maneuvering, potentially influencing other roster decisions. Swift's versatility as a running back and receiving threat makes him a rare commodity, and his potential departure could trigger a domino effect, altering draft strategies and free agent acquisitions. Meanwhile, the Bears' management remains tight-lipped, creating even more room for speculation and conspiracy theories. Social media has exploded with fans debating whether Swift's declaration is an authentic threat, a negotiation tactic, or simply a reflection of mounting frustration with the team's direction. The rumor mill suggests that even teammates are uncertain about the dynamics at play, and locker room allegiances could be tested in unprecedented ways, particularly if Mack's return becomes a realistic scenario. Beyond the tactical and financial considerations, there's also a psychological component to this unfolding drama. Swift's statement indicates a deeper level of concern about the environment he's stepping into, highlighting how player morale and trust in team leadership can impact performance on the field. Observers have noted that Mack's presence, while undeniably a defensive asset, could inadvertently shift the balance of influence among team leaders, potentially affecting locker room culture. In such a situation, Swift might feel his role or autonomy threatened, fueling his public declaration. This is particularly interesting because the NFL is not just a game of physical prowess. It's a chess match of personalities, egos, and influence. Coaches, front office executives, and players all navigate this delicate web, and a single comment like Swift's can create ripples that extend far beyond the immediate headline. Even if the statement is hyperbolic, it taps into a broader narrative about player empowerment, contract leverage, and the growing willingness of star athletes to publicly assert their preferences. Rumors suggest that Swift's camp is already in talks with league insiders, exploring contingency plans should Mack's return be finalized, which adds yet another layer to the suspense and speculation surrounding the Bears' future. Adding to the intrigue, the timing of Swift's comment seems strategic, feeding into a broader conversation about roster building and priorities. Some analysts argue that Swift is positioning himself as a critical voice in off-season discussions, potentially influencing decisions about which veteran pieces the team retains or moves on from. The fact that he specifically names Mack signals that the issue is not abstract. It's a tangible, immediate concern that could have real consequences. Meanwhile, fans are dissecting every word, creating theories about possible negotiation leverage, hidden conflicts, or even potential trade scenarios. The story has all the hallmarks of a classic NFL drama. High-profile personalities, stakes that affect both team performance and market value, and enough ambiguity to keep rumor mills spinning for weeks. In Chicago, this type of speculation has a long history, and the city's passionate fan base is already predicting outcomes ranging from blockbuster trades to internal reconciliation. The buzz around Swift comments has even reached national platforms, sparking debates about player loyalty, franchise stability, and whether the Bears can realistically satisfy the demands of two superstar talents simultaneously. Rumors are now swirling about what the Bears' internal response might be, with sources suggesting that management is caught between two competing priorities: maintaining locker room harmony and maximizing team performance. Swift's ultimatum, if genuine, forces a difficult calculation, as Mac's defensive contributions are considerable, but losing a player of Swift's caliber could be devastating for offensive output. Analysts are theorizing about potential compromises, from adjustments in defensive schemes to renegotiations in player roles, all in an effort to prevent a high-profile departure. There's also speculation that other players could quietly influence the situation, either by advocating for Mac's return or by supporting Swift's position, creating a complex web of alliances that could redefine team dynamics. Fans are passionately weighing in, with social media amplifying every nuance, every hint, and every anonymous insider leak, making it increasingly difficult to separate fact from fiction. The NFL thrives on these kinds of stories, where rumors can affect not just public perception, but actual decision-making within teams, and the Bears find themselves at the center of a storm that could alter their trajectory for seasons to come. Finally, the broader league implications cannot be ignored. Swift's potential exit would not just be a Chicago story. It could set a precedent for how players navigate public statements about roster changes and influence team decisions. Other franchises are likely watching closely, assessing whether this is a negotiation tactic or a genuine expression of dissatisfaction that could lead to movement across the league. It also sparks conversations about player empowerment, the balance of star influence, and the growing importance of individual voice in NFL discourse. For the Bears, the stakes could not be higher, as decisions made in the coming months may define the team's identity for years, and the ripple effects of Swift's statement could extend far beyond one player or one franchise. The speculation surrounding this drama is far from over, and every new development will likely intensify discussions among fans, analysts, and insiders alike, keeping the NFL rumor mill operating at full speed. The media frenzy surrounding DeAndre Swift's remarks has only grown, with insiders hinting that there may be more layers to this story than meets the eye. Some sources suggest that Swift's comment could be a strategic move to gauge the front office's willingness to accommodate his preferences, while others speculate that it reflects genuine concern over locker room dynamics with Khalil Mack's potential return. The speculation is fueled by the fact that both players wield considerable influence, and balancing their impact could be a delicate task for the coaching staff. Analysts are already debating whether the Bears might prioritize one star over another or attempt to restructure the roster in a way that satisfies both, an approach that would require careful planning and creativity. Meanwhile, fans are dissecting every interview, every quote, and every subtle gesture, turning each detail into potential evidence of the team's internal state. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds for opinions, with some arguing that Swift is simply asserting his value, while others believe Mac's return is non-negotiable. The narrative has quickly evolved from a simple rumor into a full-blown storyline, capturing national attention and inviting speculation about trade possibilities, contract renegotiations, and potential shifts in team strategy. Every move the Bears make over the coming months will now be scrutinized through the lens of this ongoing drama. Some reports suggest that Swift's camp has already begun exploring options outside Chicago, quietly reaching out to teams that could benefit from his dual-threat capabilities in the backfield. These whispers are enough to send the league into overdrive, with speculative analysis considering which franchises could afford both the player's salary and the fit for their offensive schemes. The ripple effect is significant, as the possibility of Swift leaving could influence draft strategies, free agent acquisitions, and even coaching decisions across multiple teams. Meanwhile, within the Bears organization, tension is reportedly simmering as staff and teammates navigate the uncertainty created by these public remarks. It's a delicate balance, with loyalty, performance, and long-term planning all intersecting in a high-stakes environment. Observers note that Swift's timing may not be accidental. By making this statement now, he ensures that the Bears must engage with the issue proactively rather than letting it fade into obscurity. Fans, analysts, and league insiders are all weighing in, creating a narrative web that has transformed a simple potential roster change into a topic that dominates discussions, debates, and predictions for the foreseeable future. The psychological impact of Swift's comment is also a topic of growing interest. Locker room dynamics are notoriously difficult to quantify, yet they are crucial to team success. Swift's statement hints at concerns over how Mac's presence might shift the internal hierarchy, potentially affecting morale, collaboration, and leadership structures. Some speculate that Swift fears his role could be diminished, or that the team's strategic focus might shift in ways that don't align with his strengths. Coaches face the challenge of balancing performance priorities with player satisfaction, and any misstep could exacerbate tensions. This type of scenario is not uncommon in the NFL, where star players often exert influence that extends beyond the field, but the public nature of Swift's statement adds unprecedented pressure. Analysts are dissecting possible outcomes, from direct negotiation with Swift to hypothetical trade scenarios, while fans continue to debate whether the situation represents a negotiation tactic, a personal stance, or an early warning sign of a larger conflict brewing behind the scenes. Every layer of this story feeds into an ongoing narrative of suspense, speculation, and uncertainty. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Beyond the immediate team implications, Swift's declaration has broader resonance across the league. Other franchises may interpret his actions as a precedent for how elite players can publicly influence team decisions, potentially encouraging similar approaches elsewhere. This raises questions about the balance of power between management and players, the role of public statements in negotiation, and the strategic calculus teams must perform when balancing star personalities. League insiders speculate that Swift's influence could extend beyond Chicago, indirectly shaping offseason strategies across multiple teams as executives and coaches observe the potential consequences of mishandling high-profile talent. Meanwhile, the media narrative thrives on ambiguity, with each new rumor adding fuel to the fire and keeping fan attention captivated. The NFL thrives on stories like this, where speculation is nearly as impactful as confirmed moves, and the Bears now find themselves at the center of a saga that has implications for morale, strategy, and even league-wide trends in player empowerment. The drama surrounding Swift and Mac has, in essence, transcended a single team, becoming a story with potential ripple effects that could redefine how player influence is perceived in the modern NFL. Speculation also extends to the potential tactical adjustments the Bears might consider to accommodate both players. Analysts are theorizing that creative solutions could emerge, such as role reassignments, new offensive packages, or even defensive shifts designed to optimize performance while minimizing friction. This kind of strategic maneuvering requires not only coaching ingenuity, but also cooperation from the players involved, making Swift's public statement all the more significant. Some insiders suggest that the front office might leverage this situation as a negotiation tool, using the public interest to signal commitment to certain roster priorities while testing player loyalty and adaptability. The fan base, naturally, is divided. Some are excited by the possibility of bold solutions that keep Swift, while others worry that unresolved tension could harm team cohesion and on-field results. Every move, every quote, and every rumor is being scrutinized in real time, making it increasingly difficult to separate plausible outcomes from sensational speculation. The unfolding story has become a narrative playground, with endless permutations, imagined scenarios, and high-stakes drama that could influence decisions well into the offseason and beyond. Meanwhile, the social media and fan reaction adds yet another dimension to this swirling speculation. Tweets, forum posts, and comment sections are filled with theory, rumor, and debate, ranging from plausible trade scenarios to wild conjectures about locker room alliances. The virality of Swift's statement underscores the intersection of modern sports culture with media dynamics, where a single comment can ignite conversations that spread far beyond the team itself. Analysts note that the psychological impact on the players should not be underestimated, as constant public scrutiny can affect confidence, performance, and decision-making. This phenomenon has become a feedback loop. Speculation feeds social media conversation, which amplifies pressure on the team and players, which in turn generates more rumor and intrigue. For the Bears, managing the narrative may become nearly as important as managing the roster, as fan perception increasingly intersects with strategy and morale. The ripple effect of Swift's words demonstrates the evolving complexity of professional sports, where talent, personality, and public discourse intertwine in ways that can shape outcomes both on and off the field. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.